one thing that's really important to do is to think about how we can exert pressure on our local political leaders. So I think a lot of times we get really excited about doing large national scale actions, but the reality is that the type of anti-immigrant and hateful policies that have been put forward over the last few years tend to, by and large, get the most traction at the local and state levels. So you would be surprised how much attention both your federal and state legislators, as well as local city council members or your representatives who sit on your county board of supervisors, how much attention they all pay to the local publications within their district. So if you can write to the major paper in your local metropolitan area or your regional newspaper with a letter to the editor, anytime that you see that your elected representative takes an action that affects immigrants, whether it's Syrian refugees, whether it's children and families that are fleeing from Central America, or whether it's just somebody who's coming forward to put out a proposal that targets undocumented immigrants who've been living in this country for years. Anytime that somebody comes out with a proposal that either harms or helps immigrants and refugees, there's an opportunity for you to write a letter to the editor and to tell people, this does not represent my values. I think it's especially important that we hear from people who are third, fourth, fifth generation Americans, because so often it's left to immigrants groups and advocates to speak out. But we really need people who are ordinary, everyday Americans to talk about what we want our country to look like and what we want to see from our elected representatives.